Welcome back to the grind. In this video, we are going to talk about the legendary dragons of the Wave 1 release for SoulDance season. First, we will talk about Marav, which is a very cool looking invoker. It is a fire invoker. It is one of the legendary dragons, and I'm not certain if it is the discount or not. Now, Marav's invoke shot is called Remembrance, and this shot deals 400% of the dragon's modified attack power as damage to a large area. And if you place it right, it's easily able to hit 4 towers and even up to 5 towers on an island. So it has a large area, kind of like Shogoth's, but I don't think it's actually quite as large. You do have to place it right to hit all 5 towers. And then he has Ghostly Barrage, which is an active red 1-rage spell that shoots 10 shots at up to 5 targets. Each projectile chooses the towers at random, and each one deals 6% of the dragon's HP as damage and then has a 4-second cooldown. Now, this is actually a very useful tool to deal extra damage in cases where you can't quite get down a tower with either a few of the regular ammos, or if you clip an extra tower with the invoke shot that doesn't quite kill it, then this Ghostly Barrage can help to clean that up. His main defensive spell is Disembody, which is an active blue 1-rage spell that allows the dragon to dodge all incoming projectiles and super shots for 4 seconds and instantly reloads the ammo, which is awesome. And then it has a 3-second cooldown, and it has a 3-second, it actually says 3 and 4 second duration, so I'm not certain which one it will be. So we'll have to wait and see. And then he has Spectral Resist, which toggles on and off this resist each time, restoring 20% health. So you get 20% health when you toggle it off and 20% health when you toggle it on. And it has a 6-second cooldown, so every 6 seconds you can get back 20% of your health. The resist is really against the main basic towers like archers, cannons, ballistas, those things, so it's not really that useful in today's game play because no one really uses those towers, but the heal is awesome. So how I imagine flying this dragon is you approach the island and very quickly shoot off all your ammo, including the invoke shot, and then use Disembody. If the blue mage is in the back of the island, then you can use Disembody and it slows you down so you will not be disabled by it. But if it's in the front, you might have to focus your first round on the blue mage and then use Disembody slightly delayed and hope that you don't get hit too hard by the first shot of the tower. After using that, you have another round of ammo immediately to take out another problematic tower or aim for the back island if you need to. Now, you then have a 3 or 4 seconds of basically immunity to projectiles and super shots. There will be weakness to beam towers, so you'll have to keep that in mind if there is a storm tower, lightning towers, or the new Dracul pylon tower. So you'll want to make sure to take those out early on if you can. Once the red mage is down, you can use Ghostly Barrage to help clean up any towers that still have some health. So here you can see how Marav works. You can see his large area of the invoke shot and then that ghost barrage to clean up the low health towers after. You also saw Disembody, which made him immune to taking projectile damage. It's a very great way to restore your ammo and be defensive for a 3 to 4 second period, and then again Ghost Barrage to clean up those low health towers. But you can also see that the invoke shot on its own does not destroy the towers, so defended with the HP boosts or hitting up may be challenging. You'll really need to focus all 3 shots on those towers you want destroyed as well, and you might need to rely on Ghost Barrage to help clean it up and maybe use a second invoke shot to finish off the towers after you refill with Disembody. Next is Luzok, or Luzok. I'm not exactly sure how it's pronounced, but this is the legendary Ice Warrior, and I really like the design of this warrior. It actually looks better, in my opinion, in game. So Luzok, what's very unique about this warrior is it has Flash, which is an active blue 1-rage spell that slows the dragon and allows him to dodge all non-beam tower attacks and flies 50% slower for the duration of the spell, which is 4.25 seconds, and it has a 3-second cooldown, which is not very long. Next, he has Vivid Bolt, which is an active white 2-rage spell that attacks a randomly chosen tower and destroys it, basically, because it deals 50% of the dragon's max HP, and it restores 10% of the dragon's HP on cast, as well as restoring 1 rage. So if you have 2 rage, it only costs 1 rage, essentially, and it only has a 4-second cooldown. The next spell is Chromatic Breath, which is an active white 1-rage spell that gives the dragon 150% increased breath damage for 3 seconds and has a 0-second cooldown. So if you have the rage, you can continue to keep this spell active, allowing him to have continued increased damage, which is really important for warriors. The final spell is Festival of Souls, which is an active blue rage spell that alternates between 2 spells. Each of them cost 0 rage. The first cast heals the dragon for 16% of his health. It has a 1-second cooldown. The second cast restores 2 rage and has a 2-second cooldown. So you can really spam this spell throughout the entire fight, and it really helps to keep your rage up and your health up. If you're not taking too much damage, then you can keep your health pretty full. And I never found myself running out of rage with this dragon, which is awesome. So you can really stack up other runes like HP or attack if you please. So I actually really like this warrior. I think it's a very solid warrior, and I enjoyed flying it. I hope it's the discount because I kind of want this warrior, and I think a lot of people would benefit from this warrior. With that flash, it's such a unique addition, which is usually like a hunter type spell, but it allows you to avoid damage while still using your breath damage with Chromatic Breath as well as Vivid Bolt. And so you can, with protection from all non-beam towers, still be dealing a lot of damage. So you can see his spells here. There's that Vivid Bolt, takes out the blue mage, and that Chromatic Breath, it's a beam kind of like Gig, and then the flash that was protecting him from taking damage. And that top spell there, you can see the cooldown is so short, continually using that to gain back your health and rage to come into the next island full. Using Vivid Bolt again, even though it's a high rage spell, it only really costs 1 rage because it restores 1 rage on cast. And then flash, I just love using this flash. You can protect yourself from a lot of damage, like you saw it dodge the howitzer shot there, and you burn through these towers so fast and never really run out of rage. He will, however, struggle against defended bases because Ice Flax are his weakness. Even if you use Flash, and Ice Flak can disable you with its super shot. And then having the shields activating really limits which towers you can focus on. Also, he's pretty weak to Rage Drain if he can't get Flash off in a setting when the mages are firing their super shots, then he will lose a lot of rage and struggle to recover. So defended, he will not be as great, but undefended, he should be able to handle himself quite well. Just make sure if you are defending against him, make sure you put your super shots on the Ice Flax and mages, and I think a front blue mage would be best for setup against defending this dragon. I hope this video was interesting. I hope you are all excited for this upcoming season, and I will see you in the next video.